Let me show you just two things from two English people, Cameron and Green. They have a really good book out if you're into change, by the way. But they say some of the same things, but if you can read the text, which is a bit hard to do, halfway down they talk about alignment and attunement. So let me just hit those. Alignment is that whole pressure thing. Are things pushing in the same direction? Attunement is the values go with the pressure. So the values are the values in tune with the change that you're trying to see. And they say, unless you're building a critical mass, where you get past the tipping point, you're going to have problems. And that you have to build organizational capacity. So I'm done with talking to you about change management, and you can all brighten up now. But I am going to talk to you about leaders and resistance. One of the traps that people get into is they're going to use coercion to get compliance. I'm going to make you change. Good luck. Coercion builds resistance. And don't fall into the trap of the elite. When we start doing this work, there's this real tendency to go, well, we get it. They don't. That us and them. What I like to talk about is, if you think about this as a staircase, if you think about this work as a journey, and you think about the journey as a staircase, and you start looking at it as a staircase, and let's say it's a pretty ugly staircase. Let's say you're on step 64, and you're working with somebody who's on step 8. Your tendency is to say, come join me on 64. The person on step 8, according to Piaget, can see 9 really clearly, agrees that 10 is there as a fuzzy outline, thinks that there may be something called 11, and you say, come join me on 64, and they go, you are a major loon. You are living in fantasy land. So if you're really going to help somebody who's on step 8 gets to 64, help them skip 9 and jump to 10. Help them skip 10 and jump to 12. Because once they trust you, once they see you as somebody who's really helping them accelerate the journey, then they're willing to make a leap with you, because then there's trust. You've been listening to me all day. If I've been saying things that resonate with you so that you trust me, you'll take a bigger jump with me than you would with somebody you just met. If you've been listening to me all day and saying, he's been blowing smoke, you won't be taking one step with me. Trust. So you want to look at not getting caught up in the trap of the elite. And don't get caught up in blame. Say, you're a little earlier on the journey than I am. I wonder what the next step is for you and how I can help you make it. And help you skip some steps. So, I told you earlier, if you're leading change, you're getting resistance. And understanding resistance is key to getting change to work. And remember that change, resistance to change is never only about what happens now, but what used to happen. The past is a piece of why resistance is present.